I'm back in my Bulgarian village house, and today I'm going to try to do a lot of work. So first of all, I'm going to flatten all of this and move as much as I can over so that there's a stairway. And then I'm going to create a pathway to the outside toilet. Second of all, I'm going to clean a little bit inside the house, try to clear up as much as I can. Then I want to clear this patio area and clear more of this area over here. And lastly, I'm going to stay overnight, so I'm going to be camping right here. I've got my tent, so I'm going to show you that later. This is where I'm going to be sleeping tonight, but now let's go and get some work done. So this is my first time back since the first time seeing the place. Here we go. So my plan is, I think I'm going to start with this room. And this is the room that's got the big beams under it, so I think it's more sturdy underneath. I want to try to put these in the room downstairs. They're pretty heavy. And try to put as many things as I can, store them downstairs to get this room clear. Oops. Here's our little garden here. Okay, so instead of dragging everything around the front and down here, I'm just going to chuck everything out this window. Actually, no, I'm going to chuck everything out the window over there. I'm going to chuck it from out here, because if I throw it down here, it's going to be much nearer to the storage area. Alright, so we've put as much stuff from up there as we want in the storage space. I've locked that door up. We found out from the neighbours up there that there was a guy coming here, and the last time they've seen him was about 6 years ago. He said that he bought the house and he obviously started doing some work on it. And I asked the lawyer and the real estate agent, and they said that there was a guy that gave a deposit about 6-7 years ago. But for whatever reason, he just didn't come back and didn't come up with the rest of the money. And that's the last time that anyone's ever seen him here. Oh, hell no. So this property, the whole area is just under 400 metres squared. And it's actually going back quite far. You can't even see it. You can't even see the corner. But I found this area here, and I think it's good to camp because it's kind of like covered and secluded. There's not as many tree stubs to remove, whereas this looks like it's too small for this 3-man tent, like any area, any flat area here. And that area up here, you just saw where I was trying to pull the table. There's like tons of tree stumps to get rid of. So I think that's going to be the place to sleep tonight. So I'm going to clean this up next and make it big enough for the tent that I've got. So that there is the outdoor toilet. And the other thing is, down the side of the house, on this side, there's supposedly an alley. I'm going to see if I can walk from there, and then it's going to be easier to get to the outdoor toilet from there. There's an angry cat. This is a grumpy cat. Oh, and one of the dogs came into the house. I'm going to put my phone footage here so you can see him. He was friendly. But I heard a racket over there. There's some not friendly dogs living around here. Okay. Anyway, so down the side, we've got another alleyway. I just want to see how wide it is. Yeah, I think I can clean this up a little bit and try to get down from here. I think it's going to be easier. Because the other way you can see there's like tons of really thick bushes. And that way looks actually all right. I've been sweeping in here. I got everything out into the rubbish. There's nothing left. And I've been getting rid of like all of the cobwebs in the corners. So we've been flattening all of this area here. It's actually really big. You can see the neighbour's house here. There's a big stone wall, which I think is to stop mudslides. And right under here, there are some steps. That's the first step, that's the second one, and they go up there. So yeah, we don't have to build steps. I thought that we have to build some steps here. So that's a relief. And they look like they go quite far back over there. So there's obviously a lot. It goes a lot further. So I can see the neighbour's house, and yeah, both this neighbour and the other neighbour, their houses are very nice. And now you can clearly see how much space we've got on this side. So yeah, it's a wide alley. It's not I thought it was a very narrow alleyway, but it's actually really wide, so that's great. So now I'm going to focus on clearing this and seeing if it's going to be suitable to put the tent on, and if it's not, then we'll have to camp inside. That's the other option. So we can camp in that big room that I just cleared. I'm also going to collect some dry wood, cut it up into small pieces and make a fire so I can cook some food. I'm absolutely starving, and somebody in the village is making a barbecue and it smells really good. So I'm going to do that soon. I'm piling everything up over there to dry, and then I'll burn it next time I come here. I'm building a fire against this wall, because apparently it's good to build it against a stone wall. And I'm just putting stones in a circle, and I'm just building them up. So these are fire discs, and I've just got 3 of them. I'm going to light them up underneath. I'm just going to put another one here. Oh, this burns quite easily. Oh, it's already lit up, it's fine. Ooh. So the fire's burning quite nicely, and we're trying to keep it burning until we get coals so we can cook over the coals. Okay, this is my first time using this type of tent, so I think it's just supposed to pop up. Oh, it's really huge. I'm going to put it like that, so it's towards the door. It's got 2 doors. Oh, it's actually got another mosquito net as well. Very nice. Look at that. I think it's nice. You don't have to faff around with any of the pegs. I'm going to put a little mat inside that I bought. I just bought this from T-Max, which is Bulgaria's B&Q. And it's just like a little mat. So I flattened this whole area out so I can cook on top of the coals. And then I'm just putting this grill on here. That's how I'm going to cook my dinner. First of all, I'm going to make an omelette. I'm going to do this quickly because Liz in daylight. So I bought this pan with me. I froze this butter last night. This is a Bulgarian cheese I picked up. It's called kashkaval, and I'm going to put a little bit of it into the omelette. There you go. I wanted it a bit more burned, so I'm just going to keep it for a bit longer. Omelette du fromage. I bought baked beans because I'm English. And I'm just going to put them at the side. Okay, so I'm just going to stir this occasionally. Now, yeah, okay. want it to be like that so I can push them together. I'm just going to put it on one side. That looks nice. Okay, I'm just pressing it down so the cheese is going to melt. Grilled cheese. Oh, look at this. I think this is well deserved after all this work. There's a lot of dishes to be washed. Okay, I'm going to sleep here tonight. I've prepared my sleeping bag. I've got my little torch. So let's turn off this light. Okay, here we go. It's like 10 o'clock at night and I'm absolutely knackered, so... Alright, so I'm going to call it a night and I'll see you in the morning. I just woke up. It's 6:15. High protein porridge, chocolate flavour. So today we fixed the steps. We started to see the beginning of the steps, but now everything's been cleared and we've actually got the whole staircase that actually goes really far back. So I'm really relieved that I don't need to make a new staircase. And you can see, I don't know if you can see like how far back it goes, but it goes really far back. So the whole area of the property is 400 meters squared, and it's like kind of 1/3 is here, 1/3 is the house, and then another third is the front of the property, like the front garden. And then this area here is quite flat, and I think that you can definitely put a container here. So next on the agenda, I'm so happy with the steps, by the way. Next on the agenda is to go down the side, the alley here, and there are some little kind of steps here. We can probably walk most of it and get rid of stuff with the chainsaw and then make our way to the outside toilet from here. So the plan for this balcony for the future is, it was actually one of the comments on my last video. Somebody said, get rid of the balcony and put a big window here. And I think that's a great idea. So before I said I wanted to put the window here, but then I realised the structure doesn't actually end till you're like out here. So that's the end of the house structure. So it's just that part that needs to go. So yeah, a window could be from here to here. That'd be even better. So you've got that little space here. All right, so we've gone all the way down the side. We've got rid of a lot of stuff with the chainsaw. And now we've made a pathway all the way to the outside toilet. So come along with me and I'll show you how far we've got. So it's kind of narrow here and there aren't any steps, it's just mud. But there's kind of like little stone steps, but it's a bit slippery. So it's not the same as the other side, which is all steps. So there was a lot of overgrowth here, as you saw before, like a lot of like vines. There's actually, like you can see, this vine is growing into the tree and it's actually like connected. So we did a lot of the work with the chainsaw and then the machete as well to get through, like Naked and Afraid style, my favourite show. Now I'm going to show you here some steps. Discovered another set of steps, another flight of steps here, so it's very nice. You can see here these stone steps. I don't know if you can see that, that's a step there, and another one here. And they go from where that door is, underneath. Oh, we threw some more stuff out the window. So it goes from round here to the toilet. The actual door of the toilet is here, but the way that we've gone around is the other way. Yeah, let's go there now. So this way was easier to get through. So it was just better. we still have to clear a bit more. So some of the neighbours said that there's snakes here, like poisonous snakes, but when you start walking, they get scared and they run away. So that's good. So I'm not scared, I'm not worried about them. So now let's try to get to the door. Oh, here's the door, okay. So that's the door. It's actually been closed. Okay. Oh my God. There was actually a toilet here. I thought there was going to be a hole in the floor. Okay. The roof's really low and it's got a hole in it. Okay. I can see how this can be fixed though, but it's quite scary. It's scary to come here in the night. That's going to take a lot of cleaning. But I think I'd rather transform this into a toilet than build another toilet in the house. This is made with real bricks and cement, whereas the house is made with clay. Yeah, you can see the proper bricks and cement here. Not as bad as I was expecting. So the neighbour said that they just fixed their outside toilet and didn't bother to put it inside the house. And I think that's a good idea because then you got more space inside the house and then this is just the toilet outside. And it's really not that far. When we're going to clear this part eventually, it's going to be a lot easier to get here. So let's close this. Okay, I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm done for these 2 days. Did a lot of work and I'll come back soon. I want to do more work on the patio and inside the house this time. But until then, see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out my channel where I have tons of videos from all over the world and make sure you subscribe.